Hello folks, another odd occurrence has happened. Sun, some nice pleasant heat without it being offensive, and welcome to a Walkie talkie. Now, I got to hear about this and it was on obvious duty that I would be covering. And before I go any further, I am not mentioning the company name or a street name or any particulars, including person's name, as a matter of respect for the topic. And with that all said and done, let's get cracking. Now, there has been a bus service started maybe 3 or 4 years ago, covering quite a plethora of areas. And when people seen this service was obviously quite good, they got on and they had made this service linking all sorts of communities up. They treated the service with much respect and reverence, and that's what should always happen. And maybe about 2 years ago as well, because of the amount of people putting their trust in the service, it was clear that things had to expand. More frequent buses, longer running time, morning services, later night services, and again this year, because of the popularity and the respect that this service accrued, they've put on very, very early and very, very late services, and also they've got the bus covering an extra street. I know this street myself, certainly do. It's not a bad street to pass, but I could probably say, without any form of doubt, there are points in the day where there are pinch points, and sadly, either a bus wouldn't let the car by or the car wouldn't let the bus by, and this has obviously caused a source of enmity, right? And the enmity has actually boiled out to standing in front of the bus, preventing it moving. Everybody involved in this situation is an idiot. I've seen a viral video from China where somebody tried to stand in front of a bus and the handbrake failed, and although the bus impacted the person quite a slow rate of knots, it's the size, it's the weight, it's the velocity, the force, bam, dead. Not clever, not remotely clever. Now, this, I call it behaviour of idiocy of high proportions, has actually caused the bus operator to put their side of matters into not just one newspaper, Glasgow Live, the Scotsman, and I believe there are even more, but I'm happy to go with the two as we're talking. And the bus operator has stated that if there's a continuation of people blocking the bus, interrupting a safe bus operation, then they can contact the police and hand registry plates over. It's a very thorny and difficult issue, right? It really is. I mean, the thing is, that street is a residence street. I have found out, and although the residents of the street have took attempts at blocking in a form of protest, it'd be a difficult one to parlance, because if the driver phones the police, and the thing is, remember, it's a roads issue, so you don't get the normal police, you get the roads police. In Glasgow, Argyll Roads Policing Unit is based down in Garshake, so obviously there's a big distance between Garshake, Milngavie and Bearsden, yeah. And by the time they turn up, probably a good bit, if it's a demand call, maybe 50-55 minutes down the line, that blockade / protest is long gone. Oh, but we've got security cameras on our buses. Do yous? Well, that might help if there are car registry plates involved, but if it's just people in clothing, it's going to be difficult to prove what's happened by the time Roads Policing Unit come. And sometimes if GA, RPU aren't immediately available, that job goes to Stirling's police for the roads. So really, by the time anybody turns up, everyone could have been gone and the bus could be resuming its route. It's difficult. You do have a right to phone up 101 and say, I'm a driver, I'm having a situation here, can you give me some advice? That's what 101 is for, and maybe to a point 999 if you think your bus passengers are going to be a danger. But yeah, the only thing I could just give over as a form of advice to any of the parties: don't go down the avenue of bus users. That's a charity. They're based mostly in London. Their actual base is in London. They've got sites in Edinburgh, Newcastle and Sheffield, right? But remember, that's an office essentially, and probably by the time that this behaviour described by the newspapers is going on, they're away in their cars. Bus users, the staff, do you think they sit on buses all day long? No, they've got their own cars, electric scooters and everything else. This is just a money spinner. But anyway, the best bit of advice I could give resident or bus operator or driver, right, is write to the MP. Right, there's a list of MPs for Milngavie and Bearsden and all the rest of it, right? And ask to organise some kind of public consultation within a community centre. Right, this is the best way to deal with matters. Invite people in, get their problems put on a piece of paper, talk about it, find a solution, and then move over in a happier tense. So I strongly believe that is the only way forward for this matter. Bus users, completely useless, don't bother. Best thing that could be done is either party or all parties write to the local MPs up in Eastern Bartonshire, the territory for Bearsden, Milngavie, etc. Right? Write to him and ask, can we organise a consultation evening in a community centre? And if so, how do we go about it? Follow the steps, get the consultation meeting going, find out what the problems are versus what the problems aren't, come up with some kind of mutual type agreement type thing, and then move over into a happier place. I am absolutely 100% sure that this can be resolved. I believe this situation arises very quickly and it can sort itself as quickly as it arisen. So I have high hopes for anybody who's involved in the matter. I have very strong hopes as well that police don't need to be involved. And yeah, just a general, right across the board, I have very strong hopes for everyone, and I want to say it the strongest way possible, and I want to wish you all the best in that matter. I know it's a bit of a rough time at the minute, but the rough time will pass for everyone, and that's all I have to say. So yeah, if you liked the video, please share it about. Honestly, I don't mind where it gets shared about. If it's maybe even part of the process of actually making better, right? I'm happy for it. So just again, stick in there. Things will get better. And I'm going to head off now. I'm as dry as a bloody camel. Catch you later.